on the top. One goes on the bottom. Everyone see it pretty good? One goes on the top, one goes on the bottom, one goes on the top, one goes on the bottom. I'm just going to go ahead and give those cards a little squeeze like that. And one of those kings moves all the way up to the top. Like so. I know. It's good to see, right? And it brings with it one card. What was the name of your card? Wait for it. It could just be about to do a crappy switch, right? What was the name of the card?
Eight of diamonds.
Eight of diamonds. Did I get it? It's really not cool to have 7 passes in a trick while people are watching. And I don't care how good you do the pass. It's just not good construction. I don't care if it's Ladies Looking Glass. That's only going to have 3 or 4. 7 is a lot of passes, right? What's really nice about this trick is Patrick did 2 passes. They flashed all to hell. Everyone saw them, and no one cares. It's beautiful, right? And let me run through how to do it. Go ahead, take a card, look at it, show it to everybody. Whew. Now this is the moment. This is the primary key that all those years I was working to master the pass, I never understood. I never understood until I started working professionally. The best time to do a move is right then and there. This is the time in your show when you're saying to the audience, I don't care if it's 500 people, or 30 people, or 2 people, look over there. And everyone's like, where? And it's a really wonderful, liberating feeling, especially if you're a young sleight of hand guy who's trying real hard. So we're going to try it again, and you're going to play the part of a regular human boy.
Is this routine on one of your DVDs?
Sure. This is not only, for those of you that are readers, the old routine appears in the paper engine, but it has appeared also in Search and Destroy featuring the Nowhere Pass. It's an hour and a half long, directed by Wayne Houch and Dana Hawking. And it's 45 minutes on Search and Destroy, so we're covering everything pretty quick tonight because there's a lot of magic I want to show you. And I've learned that if you cover 2 magic tricks in a lecture, people get a little pissed off. But it's 45 minutes on Search and Destroy, and then another 45 minutes on the item we're going to talk about next. Okay? So, because each one of these things, I mean, that's one of the interesting things about magic that is so elusive as we've been in. How many of you have been in magic more than a couple of years? So you've noticed it's a little bit trickier than it looks, right? If you can do one magic trick beautifully, you can do a lot of magic tricks beautifully. But getting to do that first magic trick beautifully is a little trickier than it looks. So it's almost like the entire DNA of the whole thing is in any trick you choose. You know? So Search and Destroy, I cut it down to talk about it for 45 minutes. There's so many different little nuances in any magic trick you choose to go that deep with, right? But thanks for the question. Any other? One of the things I suggest my students do with this trick is do the trick. Just do the trick. Use the control that you can do. Be aware. It could be stronger. Who cares? Start working, start learning, and you will find that the whole thing comes within your range much, much faster than if you start saying things like, I can't do the proper double lift. I'm just going to skip the ambitious card until I get it. You'll never leave the house.
Exactly.
And just because there's some of your magic friends that will try and tell you that you should never leave the house, doesn't mean that they're right. You know what I mean? Some of us in magic don't always want everybody around us to succeed or do well. I don't know where it comes from. I don't even know. It's far out, right? It's crazy. Okay, so now, just like in Vegas, you know, if you're drunk driving, they pull you over. It doesn't matter how good things look once they get that window down. It's way better not to get pulled over. Same story with your sleight of hand. So let's try it this way. Yeah, I know, it's a weird metaphor, and I apologize. So, difference. You can feel it, right? It's a very slight difference. It's enough to draw your audience's focus. It's enough to draw your audience's gaze. You ever notice how you read the book and it says, you look them in the eye, and they look you in the eye, and at that moment you do the move. And then you go out into the magic world, and you look them at the eye, and they look at your hands, and you get busted. Right? It's because tension is happening on a very subtle level, which you don't even probably recognize yet. Right? Because you don't even know that that's where it's really at. You think you're looking at them. You're not. You're sort of looking in the direction, but all the focus is here.